I know what you're thinking. I know. I didn't know Jiffy made pizza dough either. So what you do is you want to just take a half a cup of warm water, and I just microwaved my water, and I add a little bit at a time and just mix that in together. Now, when you mix this together, you're almost going to think, wait, did I add too much water? This is way too sticky to be a dough that I can work with. And I was trying to move it around to try to make it a little bit more dense and not so sticky, but it just would not. So this is the consistency that it's supposed to be, is what I figured out. Now, of course, I had already mixed this batch together, and then I realized that I'm making more than one pizza, so I should probably make more dough, right? Yeah, so I just went ahead and mixed it in the same bowl because I wasn't trying to make another dish. Come on now. So now, after mixing 2 boxes of that pizza dough and a total of 1 cup of warm water together, I just set that off to the side while I gathered everything that I needed. And now I'm just going to place a very liberal amount of flour onto my cutting board and empty this really sticky dough onto it.
I don't know, right here.
Oh gosh, did you see that? Like, you see how sticky it is? I couldn't even put my hand on it, and it was just coming right off onto my fingers. I did have to use quite a bit of flour to get the dough to the consistency that I felt was the best to work with. I did not measure how much flour I used. I really don't measure when I'm cooking unless, like this, for this particular box of dough, I started with, the recipe, but it didn't give me an amount for flour, so you just use what feels right, and you'll know, because once you start moving that dough around, you'll be able to actually make a pizza out of it.
Your individual contracts are very precise when it comes to this. Any police or the hospital
And meats.
So since this dough was in a box, it was at room temperature, which made it much easier to use and to roll out. And so now what I'm doing is just adding cheese around the edge because these pizzas are going to be stuffed crust pizzas. I did also stab the pizza with a fork all over the dough, just so that I don't get any kind of air, like any bubbles. I don't like when the pizza bubbles up like that, so poking it kind of helps to prevent that from happening. Now I'm just using a store brand pasta sauce, and you can use a marinara sauce or make your own if you'd like, but I'm just using spaghetti sauce. Now everyone in the house kind of has their own preference for what they like on their pizza, and it's pepperoni for this one. Now on to the next pizza, and this pizza is going to be for the littles, and the reason why it's for the littles is because I'm going to be using tiny pepperonis. I saw these pepperonis at Winco, and they have their own even in like a little box, but like a Winco brand pepperoni, but I saw these next to them and I thought they were so cute, and it was just something different for the kids. I'm using a mix of, I think it's like Colby Jack cheese. I would have used mozzarella, but we don't have any right now, so this is just gonna have to do. And on to the next pizza, and if you can tell by that bag that I'm holding, this is gonna be my pizza. That is a vegan cheese that I'm using, and I got this one at the 99-cent store. This cheese is, I think, about $1.50 at the 99, and I swear to you, it is double that price at a regular grocery store, no matter where you go, if not more. I'm just taking that cheese and breaking it apart, and I'm going to use it to stuff the crust of my pizza. Now, if I can be completely honest, I actually don't care for this cheese when it's cold, like in a cold cut sandwich. It's not really the best, but it is really delicious when it's melted in something. My boyfriend just says I'm being a cheese snob because I really like cheese, and I feel like it's really hard to find a vegan option that tastes like regular cheese, if I could be completely honest. But I mean, that's just my personal opinion. Is it gonna stop me from throwing it all over my pizza? Absolutely not. It's not gonna stop me. I'm still gonna eat it because, like I said, when it's melted, it's delicious. Now I'm just adding some mushrooms and some tiny pepperonis to my pizza. I'm not gonna use the big pepperonis because I don't really care for pepperonis. Don't come for me.
Of course you.
Now, after making and baking all those pizzas, it's time to cut them all up. These larger pieces are for my older kids and my boyfriend. And the smaller pieces are for my Joe, who's my 7-year-old son. I really hope that you try this recipe and share it with the ones that you love. It's so delicious, and the dough is so easy to make. How could you not want to try it? One of these boxes made 2 pizzas. I really think that this is a great way to make the most out of your ingredients. I mean, it didn't take very much, and look at how much pizza we have. I really like doing it this way because everyone feels special. They each get their own pizza made just how they want it. Seriously. Thanks for watching.